guys. Pete here, that rig guy. Just going to get there and talk about the importance of beads. Now, we use beads for many things. A lot of them we use for attractants at the end of our line up by the hook. Red ones, green ones, you got orange ones, and they're all glow at different depths and attract fish, the bait as well. But one of the other importance of the bead is to get them to protect your knot from your sinker. If we have just a sinker sitting here and we've got it running, thread that through, just running backwards and forwards with no protection, it's going to get there and damage the knot. And that's one thing we don't want, because the knots, as we know, are weak points on the line. So the less we damage the knot, the better it is. So what we do is we're going to have a knot in anything with, it's got to have a sinker running against it. Put a bead, then you put your sinker, then we put another bead. Now this is highly important, as I said before, because if we don't do this, our knot that we tie, which I use the double clinch knot because I love it, it just seems to be a really good knot for me. I always put a finger through there, so I've got a spot there to pick from. Let's go around 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, number 7. I come back through that loop there and then up to there. Grab our tag, get a bit of tension down on it, a bit of spit. We've got to lubricate, because if we don't lubricate our knot, what's going to happen is going to cause friction when we pull it down, which is also another weak point. So you can see here how the bead now hits up against that and the sinker can't touch the knot. That there means that that knot is safe. It's no longer going to be doubly weakened than what's already there. Now on my board here you can see I've got different points. So this is going to be a running sinker, so I'm going to put my swivel on that. I'll come back up through here, get my cutters, cut the line just like so, and then I'm going to tie my other end. Now what I'm making here is the beginnings of a running sinker. I also use the same method for the carp rigs. So once again, finger through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the reason why I do this one is it prevents slippage as well. And the last thing we want is to have fish for a lifetime and have the knot slip out and through like that. Now, as you can see, there's our knot, and it is protected on each side by our beads. So what we do now, get our cutters, we just trim that tag, cut that off there, cut that off there, and there she is. That's half done. And you see, as I said, everything's protected, everything's good. A little bit of glow down there, green glows really well in the ocean, and we just backwards and forwards. It's also a good one for the fresh as well, it'll glow in that too. Just backwards and forwards, and from here I just sit that on there. Look at that, perfect, right where I want it to be. A little bit of tension, it's the right length for what I do. I then grab my lead. I'm going to be using a number 6 long shank on this one. So once again I go through the eye here, same knot again, as so we don't slip. 1, 6, 7, through there, back, done. Bit of tension. Always good to have your little bits here. Pull up, bit of tension, bit of spit, pull down, pull tight. That's that bit done. Once again, seeing this is my running sinker, running up there, so I put that there because I like a nice long lead. Come back down to my running point, cut. Now we can put a bit of red tube on this one, or we can put a bit of green, but we'll just go with green. We slide that on, comes down, grab our other swivel, same knot again, bit of tension on, pull tight, come through, put it on the end, and look at that, absolutely perfect, running the whole length of my board here. I've got my beads to protect my knot. You can see that knot's still looking good. Now if I didn't have that there, after a while that banging up against here will wear that knot, and we don't want that to happen. Can you imagine having that nice big fish of a lifetime and your knot fails? How disappointed will you be? I've had it happen to me a couple of times, so it's always bead every time. Just trim that, and that now, throw a bit of bait on there, Bob's your uncle, he's as good ready to go to catch the fish. I'm that rig guy, that's been a running sinker, quick tutorial on the beads, get out, get amongst it, tight lines.